everybody. Kay Crystal Griffith here, and welcome to Emotions, Wisdom, and Your Body. So every day for 2021, we are spending about 15 minutes together as we delve deeper into our emotions and their effects on our body, soul, and spirit. So emotions are our body's wisdom, if we choose to listen to them. So here's your disclaimer. I am not a doctor. I do not play one on TV. I do not play one on any social media platform. I am a researcher. I find the hidden treasures in the hidden places, and I share them with you. So this is for education, edification, and encouragement. So our word for today is gratitude, the quality of being thankful, the opportunity to show appreciation for and to return kindness. Gratitude is an emotion, one that makes a person feel happier, which we talked a little bit about yesterday. And gratefulness is also a mood as well as a personality trait. Great gratitude and joy both feed off of each other, and they're pretty symbiotic. So we do treat this as a positive emotion. So let's talk about the body effects itself. Brain scans of people that are assigned a task that simultaneously shows an expression of gratitude tends to show more lasting changes in their prefrontal cortex, the heightened sensitivity to future experiences of gratitude. So basically, layman's terms, if you're enjoying something and you are grateful for it, you will be more sensitive to be grateful for similar situations like the one you're experiencing in the future. How cool is that? You're predisposing your body to be grateful. Gratitude also helps your brain process other positive emotions, including joy. So if you practice gratitude regularly for at least 8 weeks, so we're being consistent day by day on a daily basis to be grateful, the brain will begin to pattern shift and it will induce positive effects. So wait a minute. So if I'm grateful for 8 weeks in a row, every single day, I will induce positivity within my body? Well, that's pretty darn nifty, don't you think? So that includes excitement, joy, and a sense of personal pride. So I personally know someone I got to interview on one of my Miracles for Life-Changing Businesses masterclasses last month because she actually had illnesses that they could not figure out how to help, how to solve, or even to diagnose. They could see the issues, they could not fix them in any way, shape, or form. And she went through all kinds of Western medicine, holistic. She was desperate. I mean, it was bad, folks. And so she stumbled upon gratitude. And so she decided to focus her mind on a joyous memory that had happened within her family or within her life and really thank God for that joy that he brought in that memory to her, in that moment of when she experienced that memory. And guess what? Remember that magic number of 8? Yep, just 8 short weeks later, if it even took that long, I mean, capital A-L-L, all of the symptoms that no doctors in Western medicine and holistic could figure out, gone. She was healed. Gratitude, folks, gratitude. Remember, shifts the prefrontal cortex. There is something to be said here, folks, for healing your body. Your body is designed to heal. And guess what? If you can invoke that feeling of gratitude, 8 weeks, see what your body does. Let's see how your body can refocus and reshift what you've been dealing with. It can be pretty powerful for you and for many others you share this with. So I want you to remember, gratitude increases dopamine and your serotonin levels in the brain, which serve as the key neurotransmitters. And that gives us that feeling of contentment and joy and gratitude. So if we are grateful more often, the happiness producing neural pathways begin to strengthen. And just as exercise strengthens the body, you are actually exercising your brain when you focus on gratitude. So, can you ever have too much gratitude? Never. In fact, gratitude can lead to 16% fewer physical symptoms. It actually means you have 10% less physical pain. You get 8% more sleep. You get 25% more sweet sleep quality, which is sweet, right? Good sleep is sweet. Now, I want you to think about this for a second. So the emotions of appreciation and gratitude are shown to also induce a relaxation response. So relaxation tends to be symbiotic to peace. You're walking in contentment and peace, and you are relaxed. A gratitude visit can reduce depressive symptoms by 35%, and not just in that moment, folks, but for several weeks on end. So if you have a moment filled with gratitude, that one moment could potentially carry you for several weeks, reducing your depressive symptoms. That is amazing. Could we bottle that, right? And a gratitude journal actually lowers depressive symptoms by 30% or more for long term, as long as the practice continues. That's just taking 15 minutes a day, folks, to identify what you are grateful for. This is an amazing, powerful emotion that we're talking about today. Patients with hypertension, they were instructed to count their blessings. In fact, there's this band called Rend Collective, R-E-N-D Collective, and they sang a song called Counting All Your Blessings. And it is one of my favorite songs in the world, because we do need to count our blessings. Even in the midst of the chaos, even in the midst of the quarantines, we do need to count our blessings. And so there was a significant decrease to these people who are counting their blessings with this hypertension. Their systolic blood pressure decreased greatly. Now, the other thing with that sleep improvement that we talked about, that actually went up almost 0.25%, like by 0.20. You know, some of these numbers are more the science fun stuff, but I'm just saying, when you're going up a whole quarter in the duration of these numbers, like that's a lot more sleep. And so levels of gratitude significantly are correlated with vitality and energy. So who does not want more energy? Maybe our children who have ADHD. They don't need more energy, at least not my 15-year-olds. So let's talk about ways that we can induce gratitude. How can we work on that? How can we make that a part of our living day? So I'm going to give you several ideas here. So get your pen ready. So one of them is called a scripture morning meditation. And so my suggestion is these same scriptures that we talk about with all the wisdom verses, and you're putting your name in there, and then you're just meditating on them. You're thinking about that. So I'm going to give you an example. So Colossians 4:7 is one of our verses for today. And it says, devote yourselves to prayer, being watchful and thankful. So how would I think about that in a meditation format? Well, Lord, I want to devote myself in prayer, not only to you, but to what you have for me, for my life, for my family, and how we're going to walk through that. What would that look like, Lord? What do I need to pray and release in that prayer? And then just listen. The next part of that verse is being watchful. Lord, what do I need to be watchful about? And the last one is thankful. Lord, here are all the things I am so thankful for that you do for me every day. I wake up, I have breath, I have my eyes, I have my legs, they work, I have a straight body. I'm not in a wheelchair. I am not struggling for my breath. And I've been to those places. So I am thankful that I'm not where I was. And I am able to walk on my own 2 feet. And I am able to breathe on my own. And I have hair on my head because at one point I didn't. So all of those thankful things. And then I would ask the Lord, what am I missing being thankful for? Because oftentimes we take things for granted, don't we? So ask him what we need to be thankful for as well. So that's how I would run a scripture morning meditation. I would take the verse, I would put my name in it, and then I would ask him questions about that verse. And you don't really have to focus on a group of verses unless you wanted to, but I really want you to go deeper into a verse or a section of verses. So another one would be just the wonderment of life, just looking around in wonder. When's the last time you had a set of 5-year-old eyes, right? And like, Mom, did you see that? And, oh man, look at this bug. And, wow, this is the coolest rock ever. Just this wonderment of everything around them. And everything was new, right? We still have that within us. We talked about journaling. And journaling is just a great opportunity with that meditation to be asking those questions and listening for those answers and journaling what you're hearing. And so I definitely encourage you to journal. How about saying thank you? Like our kids, they desperately need to learn that one, right? So we say thank you to everybody more than you expect to. And, there were some times that I was saying thank you the other day and my kid was like, why are you thanking them? They didn't do anything for you. And I'm like, you know what? Sometimes people just need to be thanks for just holding the door, for just being them, for being available to hold the door, even though I held the door. Doesn't matter. Sometimes we just need a thank you. And all those things that, by the way, your moms and your dads have done for you, say thank you. Be present in the moment. We get caught up on, I was going to show you my phone, but it's not right here. But we get caught up on that stupid thing, don't we? Even with our kids sitting right beside us. So we're trying to watch a movie and we just pull out the phone and we start looking at the phone, or we're at a red light. Oh my gosh, notorious for that, I have to tell you. And it's not a good thing. We need to be present in the moment and just enjoy our view. When we recently took a trip to Arizona, I told my kiddo she could not have her phone except 5 minutes on the hour every hour because I wanted her to just notice the scenery because she was missing it. It was beautiful. Utah's a gorgeous state, by the way. So is Arizona. All right. So here's another one. Write a letter of thanks. If there's somebody in your life that made an impression on you at any given time, why don't you write them a letter of thank you? They'd be pleasantly surprised. And one that I came across online, I love this one. Have a happy meal. No, we're not talking about the McDonald's place or the Chick-fil-A place or any of the other places. We're talking about you at a table with your friends and family, taking turns to talk about each person in a positive way, all right? And about what you appreciate for them. My friend does this on birthdays. We all sing happy birthday, and then everybody goes around the table and shares one thing that they love and appreciate about that person whose birthday it is. And I just love that little tradition. And I'm going to encourage you to do more happy meals outside the birthday. And let's just begin to encourage each other. How about those racks? What the heck is that, right? RAK, random acts of kindness. Putting a little gift card on somebody's car, or I just watched a video today. I just love this guy, they ordered a pizza and the guy came and they said, hey, we'll give you a couple of $1,000 if you help us move some furniture for the rest of the day. So he called off work and the work allowed them to do it. And they went and they bought all this furniture. And what this delivery guy did not know was this group of YouTubers had actually bought this house free and clear. And they were picking all this furniture that they were getting his input on to fill this house that they were then going to give to him. And he's got kids. And it was just such a lovely opportunity for, people to give back and talk about a random act of kindness, but, way over and above what a normal random act of kindness would look like. But I just thought that was just such a neat gesture. And he was just taken aback by it for sure. How about avoiding complaining or passing judgment? None of us do that, right? Could you do it for an entire day? Could you avoid complaining? I'm going to add murmuring in there, or passing judgment for an entire day. That includes those people that cut you off in traffic. Try it. It's a good fast for you. Increase your joy. Remember our joy? And that's that intimate connection with our BFF. So how do you increase your joy? You spend time with the joy maker. That's him. And then there's a bedtime reflection. 3 things that you're thankful for from today. And I'm going to challenge you to make sure they're not always the same 3 things. That I have breath, I have a bed, and I have a roof over my head. Okay, you did that once. Now you don't get to use those again. The other one is start a gratitude jar. And that one really comes around every year, oftentimes on the internet. And you create a jar, you drop one thing in the jar each day that you're grateful for, each family member is grateful for in the jar. And then you read all of them on December 31st. And you get to hear all about your whole year together. And it's such a lovely tradition on the 31st. So here are a couple other wisdom verses for you. In the Bible, just so you know, gratitude is a word that's used to express thankfulness and praise. So both. So the way that they wrote this out was to be thankful or grateful, praising. There's 102 times in the Old Testament, 71 times in the New Testament. I mean, between that and the joy, golly, that takes up 14 of the books, right? One of our verses that we haven't mentioned yet is Colossians 2:7. Be rooted and built up in him, strengthened in the faith as you were taught, and overflowing with thankfulness. So that's just not a little gratitude to get you through, but that is overflowing with gratitude. And the thing is, God designed your body, so he knows what that gratitude's doing for you. He knows that that's going to carry you for weeks on end. So it's worth being grateful and being thankful for everything that you have, even in the middle of the chaos. Even in the middle of it. So Colossians 4:7 again, devote yourselves to prayer, being watchful and thankful. And your last one for today is Psalm 147:7. Sing to the Lord with grateful praise. And here's the thing, even if you can't sing, hum. And it really, there's a whole frequency piece to that singing and that humming that really resonates with your heart and your body and how God designed you. And I just want to encourage you, sing. Even if you think you're not in tune or in pitch, and then there's the kids with the headphones on and they are so not in tune or in pitch. But I want to encourage you to do that. So make sure that you are singing unto the Lord. All right, so how do you apply this new information about gratitude, thankfulness, praise? And remember, wisdom is not only the hearing, but the understanding and the application. So here are your 3 questions. How has gratitude been showing up in your life? Has it been positive? How come? And how can you transform gratitude by wisdom into your life, by adding more of it, by living in it every single day, and thus changing your health as well? So remember to take the scripture, add your name in it, and personalize it. And join us again tomorrow. We are going to have more on emotions, wisdom, in your body. Tomorrow's word is dread. Yeah, I gotta have this thing this week. We're doing the opposites this week. So tomorrow is dread. What do you dread? Might be that laundry. Could be the dishes in the sink. Could be going to work. Let's have a conversation around it. So tomorrow, make sure you join us. And in the meantime, register at kcrystalgriffith.com to receive more insights, wisdom, and your feelings wheel. You guys have a blessed night and go in gratitude. I'm so thankful that you're here.